Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Coffee with Creators podcast. I hope you guys are all doing really well. Welcome to episode 138. I believe, if I'm keeping my count right, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Really glad to have you here. Of course, make sure that you please subscribe on whatever platform that you listen to podcast, whatever platform you're listening to this on, whether it's on YouTube or Spotify or Apple or whatever it may be. Please subscribe. Would love that. And hey, if you're gonna share this out, tag me as well. Tag me on Instagram stories. That's my favorite, actually. And so today is January 9th. Wanted to share a thought. It's back to work and sort of the regular things. The holidays and Christmas break is over. And I've been having a lot of conversations with creators and industry professionals, people from brands, and really had a really good conversation today with a creator partner that we have here at Uscreen. And we talked about the three parties that are involved in your creator business. And so I want to talk about that today. And I'm so really, and kind of share some of the thoughts that I had, because I think this is actually, it was a really good conversation because it really framed, what I think all creators should be looking at in the way that they look at their business and who is involved. And to give you a little bit of a sneak peek, it's really you, your audience, and brands. Those are the three parties involved here. And I want to deep dive into that for a little bit in this episode. I want to also hear from you. And so if you are here, send me a DM on Instagram, hit me up on LinkedIn. Let's connect. And so let's do that. All right. So, but before we jump into that, I wanted to talk about two really quick things that I found. One is, if you're a Chrome person, this is not sponsored or anything at all. This is not a thing that I'm partnered with them in, but I found this earlier this week, and I didn't realize that with Chrome, I use like Google for everything, and I'm very much Chrome is my 99.9% of the time I'm using Chrome, whether it's on mobile or desktop or whatever. I use Chrome, and so I have a ton of tabs. Tabs is like one of my problems. I have way too many tabs open all the time. But did you know, and maybe I'm late to the party here, maybe I'm the only one that just realized that this is the case, is that you can organize your tabs with Chrome's tab groups. Is that new for anybody else other than me? Because I thought this is the coolest thing. You can basically group your tabs together on Chrome, and you can then minimize it. And then when you need it, it can come up. You can open it up again. So you can put a bunch of tabs into groups, and it's super, super useful. It's super easy. It's already included. It's not like a Chrome extension that you would add on. It's just how Chrome works. And so I thought that was super cool. So let me know if you guys are already using this, if this is new for you, or maybe it's just new for me. So let me know. And then also, I had a really awesome email this week saying from Superhuman. Superhuman, as you guys know, is my favorite tool when it comes to managing your emails. And I love Superhuman. They emailed me today that apparently I was in the top 30 or 40 referrers, in terms of people that referred during the Christmas break, during the holiday break. They had a campaign. I didn't realize there was a campaign, but I was in the top 30. And so anyways, I just thought it was a reminder to me to share this with you guys. To if you guys are looking, if like your inbox is flooded all the time like me, if your inbox has become sort of your to-do list of things, like if you're leaving emails there, this is, again, I'm only speaking from my experience. If you're leaving emails because you're like, I'm just going to leave that there because it's my to-do list almost, your inbox is your to-do list, this is such a game changer. So check out Superhuman. There's a link in the description. And I think you can get a free month on Superhuman and really, give it a really good test drive. Now, to avoid any surprises, Superhuman after the free trial is not cheap, okay? It's $30 a month. All right, $30 a month. The awesome thing is that they do have a referral program. And so if you refer somebody, you get a free month. I think I've referred enough people that I think I have like 6 or 7 years of free Superhuman. And so, anyways, if you guys want to go check them out, there's a link in the description, I'm sure, that I'll leave. Again, not sponsored or anything by Superhuman, but it was just cool to get that email that I was sort of like one of the top referrers of Superhuman. So there you go. You know, it's definitely worth it to share your links in the description. Now, let's dive into this, but before that, we want to make sure we thank our sponsors. So I'm going to take a little coffee break here. You grab your coffee as well as you're listening to this or watching this, and we're going to thank our sponsors. So the first one we want to thank is StreamYard. Hey, just a really quick break from the podcast. In case you're wondering how I create content, how I film and record podcasts, how I live stream, here's how I do it. I use a tool called StreamYard. It is the easiest way to live stream and record content. I'm scrolling through here. If you're watching the video, I love using StreamYard. I've been using them for years when they were just a startup. Up until now, I love using them. I love the team that's over there. Super helpful. They've got an amazing community as well. And if you're a creator, they also have a really awesome affiliate program. If you're using them, you should definitely jump on that affiliate program. I'm on it. I love it. I love using StreamYard. And so if you are looking for a tool to help you create content, make you look really professional, go live on multiple platforms, record your podcast, record your solo podcast or with guests or multiple guests, then make sure you go check out StreamYard. You can use the link in the description to get a free trial. Let them know that Rob sent you. And if you have any questions, I have so many videos here on my channel all about StreamYard and how to use StreamYard and all the things. And if you can't find your answers in any of those videos, then leave a comment below with your questions about StreamYard, and I'll make sure it gets answered in a future video. All right, so go check out StreamYard, and now back to the episode. All right. So yeah, thank you so much, StreamYard. Always appreciate you guys. All right. So today we want to talk about the 3 parties involved in your creator business. I kind of, gave you the sneak peek here. What I'm thinking here is what I've been thinking about, and actually had a conversation today with another creator that we work with, is that there's 3 parties. There's you as the creator, there's your audience, and then there's your brands. Okay. There's the brands that you work with. Okay. So for example, let's take StreamYard here as an example for me. All right. So there's me, there's StreamYard there, and then there's my audience, you. All right. So there's 3 of us. We're in a party here together. All right. There's probably other brands, right? For me, there's other brands that I work with. I try not to work with too many brands, really, to be honest. I work with StreamYard really closely, Adobe Express really closely, Opus Clip really closely. These are all tools that I use. All right. I'm going to be I have one more partner that I'm going to be starting to work with very closely, and you'll hear more about that in the next few weeks, but I'm really excited with that. Now, I also don't work with any partners that are competing on my personal channel. You will not hear about competing brands here. It's just I use one tool, and that's really it. And so there's you, your audience, and the brands. All right. And so if you do this well, you can, well, obviously you have to have multiple revenue streams. Okay. That's not news to a lot of you, probably. That's something that a lot of creators, a lot of, thought leaders in our space here in the creator economy have been really, sort of preaching from the mountaintops, is to have multiple revenue streams. It's really important to have multiple revenue streams, especially as a content creator. Now, not all revenue streams are equal. There's ones that are harder to set up. There's ones that are more volatile, but there's a few here that you should have. Okay. And so I'm going to go through that as well. So actually that's where I want to start today, is that you should have multiple revenue streams. Now, a lot of creators will either have a few revenue streams. Some of them will only have a couple because they've really dialed it down. But some will have like 30 or, 30 plus revenue streams, and what I mean by that is that they have, courses, they have merch, they have licensing, they have affiliates, they have AdSense, they have so many things happening. Now, how many you have is totally up to you. I always suggest, starting and building one revenue stream and then building that out and then going on to the next one. Don't launch multiple revenue streams at the same time, and your attention is spread out. Now, if you have a team, that's a different story. If you have a team that can execute on your different revenue streams and your different lines of businesses, totally fine. Go for it, right? Whatever you can handle. But if you're a solo creator like me, or you have a small team that can only do so much any given time, any given day, any given month, then you need to focus, okay? And so here's how I would build a creator business if I was to start over again, right? So first you have to build an audience, right? So you have to create content. That's how you build an audience. If you don't have a content, audience will not show up. And so you have to build an audience by creating content first. And so that content can be in the form of a podcast like we have here. It can be a YouTube channel. It can be Instagram. It can be on LinkedIn. It can be somewhere, as long as you are building content that has value that people will then consume, and they will come back for. Okay. Once you have that audience that's building, then you want to then create that a community for that audience, right? And so in terms of revenue streams, where you really want to start is platform, right? Platform revenue. So if you can, for example, YouTube, you can be part of the partnership program. And so with the partnership program, you can get AdSense, right? And so you get paid sort of passively for having YouTube videos on. As long as you're part of the partnership program, then you can get a share in the AdSense revenue that YouTube is earning from your videos. Okay, so if there's an ad that plays before or during or after your video, before or during your videos on YouTube, then you get a percentage of that revenue that YouTube earned. Okay, so platform revenues is passive. It's there. Some days it's high, some months it's higher than others. It's really seasonal. It's really volatile. Like I mentioned earlier, it's one of those volatile revenue streams. The next thing you want to set up is affiliates, right? And so if I'm using, like I said, StreamYard here, let's use that as an example, as a brand. I work with them because I'm also an affiliate. So if you sign up for StreamYard using my link, going through my link from one of my videos, and you go to a paid plan, then I get commission based off of that. And so affiliate revenue is really, really easy to set up. Most of the time, there's no, high requirements for your channel or number of subscribers or anything like that. You can usually join a affiliate program pretty easily. All right. So you want to set those up right away. Okay. The next thing you want to do is you probably want to start then, once you have an audience that's growing, you want to start approaching brands. Brands are always looking. You don't have to have a massive, 100,000, 10,000, like big channel to start doing brand deals and sponsorships. And we could probably do a whole video on just sponsorships and brand deals. There's lots of different types of sponsorships. It doesn't always have to be a big, channel for you to be sponsored. You can also do UGC content. You can also create content for their channel, for the brand's channel, and so forth. But you want to start exploring brand deals and sponsorships. That's totally normal. Those usually pay really well as well. All right. And so, for the most part, I know that us here at Uscreen, you can also use your affiliate link in your sponsored content. And so you're getting paid upfront to create the sponsored content once it's published. And then if it performs well and people are clicking, watching it, and clicking into your affiliate link in the video description, for example, then you're also making revenue on the back end, right? And so it's not just one-time revenue, it's also back-end revenue as well. The next, so we're looking now around probably three or four revenue streams. The next thing that you want to then build is your own products. Okay, so this could be in the form of courses, a membership using Uscreen, for example, uscreen.tv, and you want to build your own products. This is something that you own, right? It cannot be taken away from you. You'll also get the email address from your customers. You can upsell them. You can do all sorts of things with that. All right. You can do coaching as well. And so now you're selling and packaging your knowledge and selling that as a product. Okay. The creator that I talked to this morning today, for example, was very surprised almost that it took her so long to create her own products, right? She's been doing a lot of brand deals, doing really well on AdSense and that sort of thing. And she was really surprised at how well, she's like, why did I not create my own products sooner? I should have, right? In hindsight. And so, and now that is becoming a bigger percentage of her annual revenue for her business is her own products, right? She's taking less sponsors now because she's promoting her own products in her videos. She's essentially being her own sponsor, right? If that makes sense. And so, so those are the sort of the very basic revenue streams that you should set up if you're a creator, if you're looking to become a full-time creator. So now there's this trifecta. There's this sort of triangle of the parties that are involved in your creator business. Like I said, you, your audience, and the brands, right? So you are going to be happy. If you do this really well, everybody's happy, right? You're happy because you're earning from the brands. You're also earning from your audience. You're also earning from the platforms, right? So you're earning. So if I have a video, let's say, and it's about StreamYard, it can be sponsored, yes. So I get paid a sponsorship fee for that video, or that podcast episode like this one. It can also be free. I don't have to have it sponsored because I know I have affiliate revenue coming in. I can also not need to have it sponsored or affiliate because people are coming here and then they're reaching out to me and saying, hey, Rob, I want to use StreamYard. You seem to know about StreamYard. Can you coach me or help me with, using StreamYard or going live, right? Showing up on camera, creating content planning strategy. And so now there's coaching as well. Oh, by the way, can I learn more? Do you have any courses? Do you have a membership, by the way, where I can plug in? So because I need to continually know about how to be a better content creator, be a better live streamer, be a better podcaster, right? So I'm winning. The brand is winning because, StreamYard is getting new customers as well because I'm talking about them, and they need to be people need to sign up for StreamYard to then do what I am sort of advising them to do, and build their content business. And then the audience, you hopefully are happy as well because you're getting value from the content that I'm sharing and teaching and the experience I'm sharing with you. You're getting value because now you know how to use the brand, the tools that I'm talking about, like StreamYard, like Opus Clip. And so you're winning as well. And hopefully it's affecting your business and impacting your business and your experience as you are learning to use these tools, right? And so that's everybody's happy, right? Those three parties are essentially happy if you do it right. And you also don't always need, there's more than one way to be paid for that content that you're sharing, right? It doesn't always have to be a sponsorship. It can also be affiliates. It can also be through the content you become a thought leader and people approach you for your own products, for your courses, your memberships, your coaching, your consulting, maybe your services even. If you have an agency and you're providing, video editing services, or your graphic design, or you're providing thumbnail design services, whatever your service may be for your agency, that could also be another revenue stream, right? And so that's really how you will have to look at your content creator business. It's not just a sort of one way is the right way. There's a lot of different ways to really shift this. Now, as you get into it, you want to kind of think about how you want to position yourself within, the marketplace, right? And also what you would enjoy in the business that you are building. And so I want to talk about that. But speaking of sponsors, let's go thank our friends at Opus Clip as well. Hey, we're going to take a quick break from the episode because I want to share this tool with you called Opus Clip. Opus Clip is a tool that I discovered a few months ago, and it is a tool that so many of my creator friends and many, many more established creators are using to create short form content for YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Reels, you name it. Anything short form, Opus Clip is the place to go. And so I use it for my podcast and my YouTube videos and turning those into short form clips. And Opus Clip is amazing. I've been using them, like I said, for months, and I've been really uploading consistently now with short form content on YouTube Shorts, and it has really grown my channel, not just in audience size, but also in terms of revenue. And so we're reaching way more people, and those folks that are discovering the short form videos that Opus Clip has helped me create is now also watching my long form videos, and it's amazing. It's such a good workflow. It makes it so easy. All you need to do is either upload your long form videos or actually just put in the YouTube URL, and Opus Clip does the rest. Its AI is so good that it creates all of these short form clips, anywhere from 15 to 90 seconds, whatever you like. You can set it up. It sets up what's called a virality score, which actually tells you the likelihood of this video going really, really big. It's got AI Copilot. It's got speaker detection for those of you that have multiple faces for, say, video podcasts. It's got dynamic layouts. It's even got AI B-roll, which is in beta at the moment, but it's such an awesome tool because it actually pulls B-roll through AI into your short form videos and your clips. And so it's really awesome. And lastly, it's got AI, all of the emojis and all of the text and branding and all of those features. But my real favorite part about Opus Clip is that its AI is so intuitive that it finds the perfect moments from your long form and turns those into short form clips. And so if you want to try this out, you can check out Opus Clip. There's a free trial. I'll make sure that there's a link in the description or in the show notes, and you can start out with Opus Clip right away. They also have an awesome community, and so make sure you join that as well so you can connect with other creators that are using Opus Clip. All right, so go check out Opus Clip. Tell them Rob sent you, and now back to the episode. All right, Opus Clip, thank you so much. And there you have it. Yeah, so we have the three parties involved, you, your audience, and brands. We have the different revenue streams. I hope those basic revenue streams, those foundational revenue streams are really, sort of connecting with you. Maybe you already have a lot of these set up, which is fantastic. And again, just to recap those, there's AdSense platform revenues, right? AKA platform revenues. There's also sponsorships and affiliates. And then there's your own products, right? Courses, memberships, coaching, consulting. Those are really the ones, sort of the foundational revenue streams that I would urge you as a creator to build. Now, we can get real fancy. There's swag and merch. There's licensing deals. There's all sorts of other things that you can do. There's speaking opportunities and paid speaking gigs. There's a lot of that stuff, but those are the foundational ones. Now, before we wrap up, I want to talk a little bit about events. There's some events that we are starting to now book. So if you're listening to this and you are based in San Diego, I'll be in San Diego next month, February 2023. Oh, sorry, 2024. February 2024, I'll be in San Diego. And so if you're in San Diego, then hit me up, find my email or my LinkedIn, Instagram, send me a message. I'd love to see you. I'd love to meet everybody that is in San Diego, that's in the community here. And then we have other plans. We also, of course, if you've been following me on social, you'll know that I'll also be in the UK in May 2024 for tubefest.live. I would love to meet all of you there as well. And we have more events that are in the pipes that we'll be confirming soon, and I will be sharing with you. So in the meantime, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you found some value in this. Send me a message, send me a DM, send me an email. Let me know what questions you have, what follow-up questions you have. I would love to hear all about it and answer it in a future episode. But for now, thanks again for hanging out with me here. This is Rob Balasabas with the Coffee with Creators podcast. God bless you guys, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care.